I am the Namer, guardian of the names of power. Before your world even existed, my people were an ancient race. Now they are gone, and only I remain, keeper of my people's history. Across the endless tracts of space have I traveled, to return to the planet of my birth, Zoidstar. Though my people perished long ago, and their cities were buried by the shifting sands, the machines remain. It is these that have brought me here to perform the last act of the Zoidarian race, the giving of the names of power. When my race was young and had an interest in the affairs of the galaxy, they built the machines, mighty engines of destruction which gave the power of life and death over the other creatures in the galaxy. The Zoidarians turned their gaze outward and laid waste to 1,000 star systems with their machines, their Zoids. But ruling a galaxy was not enough for the Zoidarians. It was not the conquests, but the battles they enjoyed. And though all intelligent life trembled in the shadow of the Zoids, my people battled on, machine against machine, Zoidarian against Zoidarian, in the further pursuit of glory. Zoidarian lives were needlessly sacrificed to the god of battle, and the race dwindled in numbers until the elders outlawed the Zoid duels. But they couldn't outlaw the Zoidarian love of combat. The Zoidarian pilots of the giant war machines were replaced by androids, and thus the heroic combat could continue without threat to Zoidarian life. Too late came the order. Too late to save a once mighty race from extinction, and now only I remain. Only I and the Zoids. And though my people created the Zoids, I have no power to control them. For the war machines have become the living embodiment of the Zoidarian thirst for combat, with lives and wills of their own. They exist only to fight, to ensure that their heroic combat lasts for all eternity. Now I stand on the sand-blasted surface of a world I used to call home, high on a rock, scanning the horizon for some sign of movement, knowing that out there, behind the sand clouds, lurk the deadliest war machines in the universe. It begins!
On a burning world in a far-off star, where gears grind hearts and the sky bears scars. Motion through smoke in a mechanical tide, come the warriors of Zoidstar, the blue guardian pride. Protozoid with thunder in his stride, concealed fleeting tusks and red beams in his eyes, crushing down the warpath with metal grace, as rockets scream from a chrome war face. They are the seal of vengeance, forged in fire and fight. Blue guardians rise like thunder in the night, with Tyrannazoid roaring, Terrazoid soars high. Protozoid stampedes beneath the blood-red peace in a world without laws. On Zoidstar, the war still rages, but as long as the Guardians fight. But as long as the Guardians fight, hope survives. Metallic giants rise from iron grounds. Blue Guardians down the heart, lights and fury in the sky. Zoids leads the iron pride. Roar of thunder, sound of charge, roar stand steady, battle floor. Blue Guardians fight for peace, red muses stir the beat.
is the never-ending battle between red and blue Zoids. It has been waged for centuries. It rages still, with no end in sight. I, the Namer, last of the Zoidarians, guardian of the names of power, keeper of the legend of heroic combat, have spoken.